Hey shooters, welcome back to the Shooters Resource Channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Staccato C2 DUO. I've had this gun for about, 3 or 4 months now. I've run it in competition. I've been carrying it for defense. Plus, I've run it at the range several times. This is my 1,000+ round review of it, and I did my first impressions of it, and I've got a couple other videos that are coming out, like comparing it to the Glock 19 to determine is it really worth the extra cost. And I'm going to tell you today, you're going to see a lot of features and a lot of reasons why this gun is worth the money. If you haven't already, take a second, hit that like and subscribe button, support the channel. Staccato, formerly STI, and that's probably where most people recognize the name 2011, which they actually created. But now that term 2011 is used for pretty much any 1911 style pistol that takes a double stack magazine. Staccato's mantra is built for heroes. We build the world's best shooting handguns for duty, home defense, concealed carry, and new shooters. So it's not just the armed forces or LEM that they are referring to when they say hero. It's those of us who are concealed carrying to protect our families and those around us. It's the church security guard. It's the new shooter who's decided that they're going to take a step forward to defend themselves and the ones that they love if need be. Staccato makes all of their new guns in Texas. They're veteran owned, and now, differently than STI, they've moved away from the competition only style guns. Their previous guns were race guns, great performers, but the reliability just wasn't there. The triggers were maybe too light for defensive use. The guns were too big, too heavy. But now they're offering a platform that can be used for either or, which is by far my favorite genre of pistols. The Staccato C2 is an excellent gun. It's a Glock 19 size. It's got a 3.9-inch barrel, a bull barrel. It's super accurate. And it takes 16-round magazines flush fit. But it also will accept the larger magazines, like their 17-round or 20-rounder. This gun now is being used by several law enforcement communities, as well as elite teams, like the U.S. Marshals SOG, Texas Rangers, and LAPD Metro Unit. This gun comes with 3 16-round magazines with a great fabric case that's very well put together and can be very much so used as a range bag, which I've done before. I've got a complete unboxing of this gun, so if you're curious as to what it comes with, or if you want to know more about the Duo option, which is their Dawson Precision Universal Optics Mounting Kit, I go through all the detail in that video, and I'll place a link here as well as in the information section below. Now let's jump into the features of the pistols. First off, I want to talk about ergonomics. This gun is very ergonomic. It's very interesting because the 2011, if you're not familiar, it actually comes in kind of 3 pieces, if you will, 3 major pieces. It's got a polymer grip that is removable, and you can change it out for other grips, meaning I can grow this grip to the 17-round P-Series grip, or I can go with another brand altogether. but the grip is replaceable and it's polymer. It's wide. It's 1.3 inches, which, you know, is kind of odd when you first grab it, but it's also got good texturing right out from the factory. Now, the other two parts of the gun is the alloy frame. So the frame is made of aluminum, and then it has a steel slide and barrel. Now, that brings the gun to what I would consider a perfect weight of 25 ounces without the magazine inserted. So you're looking at, you know, a 28 ounce or so gun, which is really great. That weight is just about perfect in terms of shootability and still being able to carry it comfortably. Now, Staccato is equipping this gun with their 3.9 recoil master lights recoil system. And that recoil system definitely helps out. I can shoot this gun faster or as fast as any of the other high-end guns that I have. Again, the recoil system, the weight, the balance, everything with the gun, and especially the trigger, which we'll get to that in a second, allows you to shoot this gun exceptionally fast. Now, some other things I like about it is the safety on this gun is very positive. So you know when you're coming on and off safe. It's got a very audible click, and it's very positive. So that's really great with the 1911. And it's the right size. I think that the gun itself is 1.5 inches at width at the safeties. And it's a ambidextrous safety system, which is great. But that width and the texturing on the safety makes it very easy to engage the safety on the draw. And I was doing some close to 1 second draws here, and I had no problem engaging the safety and putting shots on target. And that's just about as fast as I can do with a striker fire with no safety. So, you know, and a lot of folks say, hey, you know, you should either choose one, you know, shoot with no safety or always use a safety, so that if ever in a situation, you make sure that you don't forget to disengage the safety. It's something I've ingrained in myself through tons of dry fire practice, as well as time on the range with 1911s and other guns that have safeties. So it's not a big deal to me either way. The other ergonomic parts that I appreciate about this, the attention that they gave it, are the serrations on the slide. The serrations on the slide are, you know, kind of not traditional in terms of 1911 serrations, but they work probably much better. They've got a little bit of a wider spacing in between them, and they come to a nice peak. Both the front and the rear serrations allow you to engage the slide very easily. So they did a great job there. The hammer serrated as well. That's really important on a hammer gun, is making sure that hammer is serrated properly. The mag release on this gun it's not a huge mag release. It's not serrated. So, you know, some might think it's rather plain, but I'll tell you, I've never missed it. I've never had a problem getting to it without you know, breaking my grip. So it's all around just a solid mag release. No problems there. Very smooth and very easy to do mag changes with this gun. All right, y'all, let's get to my favorite part, the performance of the gun. I'm going to tell you right now, performance was really driven in this gun by a few major features. The first is the trigger. The trigger on this gun is a crisp 4.5 pounds. And you might say, wait a minute, this is a really expensive gun. Why would I want a 4.5 pound trigger when there's several other less expensive guns with lighter triggers? Well, I will tell you that the weight of the trigger is not always the determining factor of how good it is. The things that really make this trigger excellent is, number one, it's consistent. So the weight is very consistent. Secondly, there's only a very slight take up, about 1/16 of an inch, till you get to a firm, definitive wall. where it breaks and travels for about 1/8 of an inch before it stops. That travel is adjustable, but the overall travel of the trigger is just very, very little. And then the reset, which is very, very important in terms of quality of the trigger and how fast you can run the gun, is only about 1/8 of an inch. So you don't have to travel very far. And it's a polymer trigger. The trigger itself is polymer, but it's just exceptional. That won't bother you or slow you down in the least. It helps on weight a little bit, and it's skeletonized polymer. But yeah, perfect trigger. One of the best triggers that I have. Let's talk about the accuracy here. Now, the trigger definitely lended itself to making the gun accurate. It is by far one of the most important components to making an accurate gun. You've got to have a great trigger. So check the box there, right? Now, this gun was very easy to engage small targets, to engage targets at distance, and most importantly, to maintain accuracy while shooting very fast. And that, I've got several guns that I can shoot very accurately if I slow down and take my time. I can put them in the same hole. I can shoot at distance. But when I turn the speed up, I start shooting either low left or, I start missing targets more. And, this Staccato, you don't have that problem at all. You can just shoot as fast as you want, and you're going to stay on target. I mean, train with this gun, and you will find that it is a laser beam. It's just amazingly accurate. The other things that contribute to the accuracy on this gun are the sights. You've got a nice pair of Dawson precision sights on this gun that it comes with from the factory, and that's a front fiber optic with blacked out rear. And the rear has a cocking ledge so that you can engage and cock the slide if you're doing one-hand manipulation of the firearm, like off your boot, off your belt, off a table, whatever. The other contributing factor to accuracy is the 3.9-inch bull barrel. This thing is a tack-driving gun, man. I'll tell you, bull barrels are the way to go when it comes to accuracy. The fit up on this gun is superior. They just crafted this gun very well. The slide to frame fit, the slide to barrel fit, even the fit of the recoil system to the slide is just all exceptional. So this gun, it just works like like it should, like a well-oiled machine. And that contributes to reliability as well. This gun has been 100% reliable over the last 4 months through competition shooting, through everyday carry, through several range sessions, incorporating this gun into my training in so many different facets. It's never let me down. It does have a few quirks I've noticed for whatever reason. Sometimes when you load a round into the chamber, and then when I come back later to unload the gun, I drop the magazine before racking the slide back to empty the round out of the chamber. And for whatever reason, that second round, it likes to fall free. It falls out of the magazine. So when I hit the mag release button, I get a magazine and I get a loose round. And I get that quite often. I don't know why that is. It only happens if I've loaded a round in the chamber. So the second round always is free. So I'm guessing the slide pulls it out of the mag. Now that has never contributed to any type of failure of the firearm, any loading failure, double feed, whatever. It's never given me a problem in terms of live fire. It's kind of weird, especially on a high-end pistol like this. That tells me it's probably more to do with the magazines. However, they make the magazines. So I will say one great thing in terms of reliability, the grip safety on this gun. Some people don't like grip safeties. I like a grip safety if it works well. And this grip safety on the Staccato works exceptionally well. I have not had a problem with drawing and going to shoot and finding out that my hand is not in the right way to engage the grip safety. Every time I want to shoot this gun and I draw and point it at a target, the grip safety is engaged. So it does a really good job of making sure that the gun fires if your hand's on the grip. Now, looking at other features of this firearm, this gun is just high quality. They check all the boxes with this gun. It's a great gun. It comes with a standard rail that works for all of my flashlights. Also, the fit and finish of this gun is exceptional. This will be a gun that you will cherish. You will want to show people. The slide finish has been impeccable. There's no wear on this gun. Just everything is exceptional. The slide is like glass as you rack it back and forth. What's awesome is it comes with 3 16-round magazines. What's not so awesome is the magazines are super expensive. I bought 1 additional magazine, so I've got 4 for this gun. But, you had to give a liver or a kidney for that. And so it's super expensive. And then also, lastly, of course, the MSRP is very high on this gun. You could potentially find like a used SCAR for this price. I mean, the standard option, it goes for about $2,000 even on their website. You can find it elsewhere. Maybe you can find a used one, but about $2,000 for the standard option. $2,200 to $2,500 for the optics system for the Duo kit. But what you guys are asking is probably, is it worth it? Well, and I'm not going to say, are you worth it? But yes, I would say the gun is worth it. I purchased this gun with my own money. I did sell a lot of guns to get this gun, but it was definitely worth it. The performance, the quality of this gun is exceptional. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope if you're in the market for a high-end carry competition gun, you look at Staccato. It's a great pistol. If you enjoyed this video, please take a second, hit that like and subscribe button. Support the channel. And as always, friends, thank you all and God bless.